know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Lance again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got room. And now the rookie's free. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Finding Gray on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Puna Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action, Lock. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw able to him him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. On the move to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Pretty impressive play. Scrambled out of the pocket. Now, it took some guts to throw that ball because the defender was right there.
Tells you also that his offensive line understands who he is. You don't just get one block on a play. Be prepared for 2 or 3 in order to help keep the play alive and out allowed for the completion downfield.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 81 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check safety, check safety. Bang, 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 bang.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. Right side, and he finds Gray. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mitchell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. Ready, go.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Right there, 56. I got it.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on third down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Now it's Lockett.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Lockett with a grab over the middle.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10 cycles.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Green Jack.
57.
Here's Lance to throw it. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Come on, set. 52 blue.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 42's the mic. 42's the mic.
You, yellow.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Okay, double up.
Cut, cut.
And Lance now to throw.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. In there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
A final shot before half for Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
Fancy footwork at the 45. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Block off a play action. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Locke.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
Throwing now is Locke. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
50 seconds, Mike. 50 seconds. Let's go, dude.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lance looking to throw it.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw, it's Lance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Looking for Danny Gray that time.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run over center with Mitchell. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Another run with Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st down, Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Desperation time here. Lance dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Running left is Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Go. Go.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 74 yards.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gray. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lance.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Lance. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They look to throw. It's Locke. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw is Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Lock going to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll actually throw it with Locke.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.